Second topic of this chapter 4.2, the structure of an atom. We have learned that the Dalton's atomic theory in the chapter 3, which suggests that an atom was indivisible and indestructible. But the discovery of two fundamental particles, electron and proton, inside the atom, led to the failure of the aspect of Dalton's atomic theory. It was considered the necessary know how the electron and proton are arranged within an atom, and for the explaining this, many scientists proposed various atomic models. Okay, and the first J.J. Thomson was the first who proposed the model of a structure of an atom. Okay, so first thing that we need to understand, Dalton's atomic theory in which Dalton suggests that an atom was indivisible and indestructible, but the discovery of two fundamental particles, electron and proton, inside the atom, which follow the postulates and the theory of Dalton. Now, the important things, and it is also necessary to know how electron and proton arrange within the atom. For explaining this, many scientists propose their models. Firstly, J.J. Thomson proposed a model for the structure of an atom. Let us discuss about it. Thomson's model of an atom. Thomson proposed that model of an atom to be similar to that of Christmas pudding. The electron in the sphere of the positive charge, like the dry fruits in the spherical Christmas pudding. We can also think of watermelon. So just left it the example of Christmas pudding. You just think about watermelon, because watermelon is very familiar. Watermelon, you can see watermelon. Okay, the positive charge means proton in the atom is spread all over the atom like the red edible part of the watermelon. So in watermelon, whatever the red part of the watermelon that is spread all over the watermelon, similarly the positive charge particle means the proton is spread all the part of the atom like red edible part of the watermelon, while the electron are the settled in a positive charge sphere like the seed in the watermelon. So the seed present inside the watermelon, similarly electrons are present inside the atom. You can also see figure 4.1, in which how he arranged a watermelon in which these all part are the positive particles. In this part, the red part of watermelon, it consists of proton, and these seeds are electron. Okay, so according to J.J. Thomson, the structure of atom is as similar as the structure of watermelon. He compared red edible part to proton and seed to electron. J.J. Thomson proposed that first, an atom consists of a positively charged sphere and the electrons are embedded in it. Second, the negative and positive charges are equal in magnitude, so the atom as a whole electrically neutral. One thing that you need to understand, according to J.J. Thomson, the atom consists of a positively charged sphere, and the electrons are embedded in it. The negative and positive charges are equal in magnitude, So the atom as a whole is electrically neutral, negative and positive. Plus 1 minus 1, plus minus cancel out and 0 become neutral. Okay, although the Thomson model explained that the atoms are electrically neutral, and the results of experiments carried out by a scientist could not be explained by this model, as we will see below. So let us see the another model proposed by Rutherford. Okay, Ernest Rutherford, who suggests a model of an atom. See, he was interested in knowing how the electrons are arranged within the atom. Rutherford designed an experiment for this. In this experiment, a fast moving alpha particle, one thing that most important, fast moving alpha particles were made to fall on thin gold foil. Gold foil. You can see aluminum foil that wrap around chapati to make good in condition. We carry this. So two things. One, alpha particles, and second, thin gold foil. Three most important bullet points are given about this experiment. See, first, he selected a gold foil because he wanted as thin as layer as possible. This gold foil is about 1,000 atoms thick. Thousands atom thick. You can't imagine the thickness of this gold foil. Alpha particles are doubly charged helium ions. Okay, so here this alpha particle consists of helium ion. Since they have a mass of 4u, atomic number of helium is 2 and the atomic mass of helium is 4u. Okay, if you say in gram unit, then you say 4 gram. Okay, the fast moving alpha particle have a considerable amount of energy. It was expected that alpha particles could be deflected by the subatomic particles in a gold atom. Since the alpha particles were much heavier than the proton, he did not expel in a large deflections. So you need to focus on this figure. See this figure. In this figure, so many alpha particles are fall on the atom of gold foil. You can observe this figure that most of the alpha particles goes straight. Some of them are deflected with a small angle, and very less. It means out of many alpha particles, single one is come back with their original path, means that go with 90 degree, come with 90 degree. Okay, so three observation made by Rutherford. First observation, most of the fast moving alpha particles passes straight through the gold foil, straight. Second, some of the alpha particles were deflected by the foil by a small angle. Some of them goes straight, some of them deflected in some angle, and some of them goes straight and back to same path. Go with same path, back to same path. Okay, surprisingly, one out of every 12,000 particles appear to be rebound. Out of 12,000 particles, only single particle, alpha particles, are rebounded. Okay, so for today it's enough. You need to read this chapter carefully. I will proceed this chapter from tomorrow.